Welcome back to the Amanda Seales Show. It's Amanda Seales here with DJ Supreme. And it is time for us to hit you with the Black Spin. Let's talk about some music, DJ Supreme.
Yes. We definitely have to talk about, the advancement of hip hop artists turning to actors, getting to other business ventures. But which artist should have just stuck to the singing and the rapping and just, stayed out of the other things? We didn't need
I got my number one. You want to go first? You want me to go first? Because I got mine.
This one's going to be hard for me because I like a lot of the actors, the rappers that do the acting, but who was really horrible? I'm gonna have to go with damn, this is so hard.
I'm ready.
I think Bow Wow is a good actor, so I'm not gonna say Bow Wow. Who was just this is hard. This is really hard for me.
Well, I'll lead and see if it inspires you.
Yeah.
Common Sense.
Really? I think he's a good actor.
No, he's not a good actor. Lovely person, great MC, but boy, man, as an actor, and I can say this because I'm an actor, I went to school, I am of the craft.
Yes.
And I'd be like, come on, man.
Really? He's been in a couple of different. I like the movie he was in with Queen Latifah. It didn't seem realistic, them as a couple in the movie at all. But
shade.
I thought he was doing all right.
No, he always feels like he's trying to remember the lines. That's the energy that I always get. And as a performer, I don't ever want to feel like I'm watching you perform.
That's a great point. That is a great point. I get that. So I'm going to go ahead.
But let me just real quick say on the flip though, and I also say this because when he's in his bag with the raps, it is so bananas. If you've never been to a Common show, please try and make it your business. I don't know if he still performs at the same level because, Cats is older, but when Common was really, like when he was dropping those 2 albums on Good Music,
yes,
man,
he's rolling.
He was on that stage murdering. And Common is a true MC. So he's going to give you the full raps, but he's also performing that rapper hand. So it's like when you go from that to the acting, I'm like, I need it to be same.
We cooking now. I got 2 of them now. Now
he's like, okay, I'm in it.
Okay. I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I got a lot of flack last week, but I'm coming back to him in a minute too. But the first one I'm gonna go is Beyoncé. I would rather hear Beyoncé singing than acting. It's a lot of don't go down there. I don't want to see you go down there type acting going on from Miss Knowles. Like, love her as a singer, but nah, that ain't it.
The thing about acting is that you have to be able to really drop into the text and let that guide you in the character. And that does take trainings and it takes experience. And I think when you're a performer, like a music performer, oftentimes you are the one that's writing the text of your songs. So you have a connection to that. Whereas when you are an actor, you aren't the one writing those words. And so sometimes for some people, it's harder to connect to that.
Yeah.
So
stick to the singing, B.
Okay. All right. For me, I gotta say, and I know this is gonna be like, people are gonna be like, you know what, Amanda, we're done with you. We're done. We're done. Y'all know how I feel about Janet Jackson.
Yeah, she's on the list too.
You know how I feel about Janet.
She was not believable in that. What was it? Why did I get married or whatever it was? No.
Now I will say this: live your life. You feel me? Like, we're not saying don't. We're just saying, Poetic Justice, she was okay. She was okay, yes. But Color Girls is very difficult material. Color Girls is very difficult material. So
that ain't it for her. She was all right in Good Times too, like back in the day, but
Penny. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna up you, Janet Jackson, to make people even more angrier, and go ahead throw Usher on this list too. I don't want to see Usher.
Well, what have we seen Usher in?
No,
Other
Usher was
than
in a movie. He played a DJ.
Up All Night. Light It Up. There it is.
Yeah,
Light
he
It Up.
played a DJ.
Because I know he was also a DJ for 2.2 seconds in She's All That,
It was
which is
one
one
of
of my
them
favorite movies
movies.
of all time. Shout out to
Like,
Lainey Boggs.
get
But
us
yes,
out of
he was in
here.
Light It Up. But you know what? Let me tell you this though. We can't put Usher on the list because Usher got himself out of there. That's
Yeah,
what, Usher
he
got
wasn't in
himself
there
out
that
of there.
long.
He did one movie and was like, you know what? It's not for me. this isn't this isn't the best use of my time or my gifts.
He knew
And
what it
I do
was.
appreciate that. I do appreciate that.
He knew what it was.
He knew what it was. Well, some real quick folks that I feel like are on point. I think Luda is solid. I think
Absolutely,
I think Big Boy is phenomenal.
absolutely.
Phenomenal. Oh, you just hit me in my mouth with some money. Oh,
I know
and if
that
it
ain't who
ain't
I think it is.
Ooh, man, listen. Ice Cube and his son
Ice Cube, a
both
good
got the
actor.
chops. They
Yeah,
both got the chops. So, and she's not a rapper, but Whitney Houston. Whitney
yeah,
Houston,
she's believable.
Whitney Houston in Preacher's Wife, and
Yeah,
she sang an entire soundtrack. Man, don't get me going with this, man. Don't get me
definitely.
going.
Yeah,
And I gotta say, T.I., I don't think he's a good stand-up comedian, but as an actor, he really did his thing in ATL. I
yeah.
love that movie, y'all.
He's a good actor. He was in that other movie. What were they like pulling a bank robbery or something? I thought he was pretty solid in that one too.
Takers.
Yeah.
Got my gold teeth shining bright for you, girl.
And the comedy, I think he's just trying to get other people to get put on and just bringing them out. Like I think he's got a whole like comedy crew. So yeah.
That's what folks do when they need other folks because they don't have an hour. So they take up the time with everybody else and then they do
DJ
20 minutes
Supreme
and
and
call it a day.
friends.
Yes. When you come to an Amanda Seales show, you are going to see an hour of comedy at least. Okay. At least. Now, if you want to hear the full extended version of this, conversation, make sure you check us out wherever you get your podcasts. This is Amanda Seales, and I am here with DJ Supreme, and you just got into the Black Spin. We'll be right back to the Amanda Seales Show. We up, we up.